Out.
Are you guys all right if I put you on during pregame?
All right, thank you very much, and hello again, everybody. Good Saturday afternoon, and welcome to the Noble Center on the campus of Oklahoma Baptist University in Shawnee for Senior Day and the regular season finale as Oklahoma Baptist today meets for the fourth time the Bulldogs of Southwestern. Hi, everyone. I'm Todd Miller, along with Scott Wanish and John Zonlow, our network producer back in Oklahoma City. OBU coming off their fourth victory of the year, their third in conference play, and Wandog on Thursday night. It was quite a performance down at East Central, 68-56, a double-digit win. It was one that I think OBU has learned from just a week ago, blowing a 14-point lead here at halftime against Northwestern, eventually losing by 2 to the Lady Rangers. They had that 12-point first-half lead whittled down to 2 possessions, but some big shots in the second half helped give OBU their second victory in as many tries against East Central.
Big shots in the second half, but that first half was something that we hadn't seen all year, where OBU did not shoot well all season until Malou Savannah makes those 3-pointers. She made 4 of them, 4 for 6, but when Savannah popped a couple of them, then you had J.C. Engler get in the game. Stapleton hit one from the right corner, and it was contagious the rest of the way.
Well, we talked about it on Thursday night. Bad shooting has been contagious. We've seen a lot of that this year, and I think maybe now going forward, we're going to see this team play even more confident, a little bit looser, now that some of the shots have started to fall. During that 12-0 run, which really was the difference in the ballgame, Savannah hit 2 3-pointers. Malou Savannah hit one, and River Romine hit one during that 12-0 run, and those are 3 young ladies that can shoot the basketball but have been struggling with their confidence this season.
Struggling big time, but just like we talked about on the air in Ada, they weren't hesitating. They're taking the shot, catching it off the pass, good passes right in the chest, makes it easier for the shooter to shoot. And then, of course, Bo Overton mixed up the lineup there, had different starters. Khalifa Ford started, the freshman Kayla Highfield started, and Highfield had 3 block shots. You talk about not being scared.
Well, the reward this afternoon for Oklahoma Baptist, they get the Western Division champions and the nationally ranked Lady Bulldogs of Southwestern Oklahoma State. SWOSU is 15-2 on the season. They are coming off a double-digit win on Thursday night at home in Weatherford over Southern Nazarene, 71-60. This is a team that Wandog, to be honest with you, just does not match up, or OBU does not match up well, because with the type defense that Southwestern plays. Points off turnovers are going to have to be minimized today if you have any hopes of pulling any type of upset. And the other thing they're going to have to do is continue their newfound momentum. We're speaking of OBU on the glass. They out-rebounded East Central 50-39 on Thursday night.
Yeah, but I think Southwestern's going to get a dose of Khalifa Ford tonight, more so than what has happened before, so that should help them on the glass. You're exactly right about the turnovers, and the matchup's kind of difficult because all of Southwestern's players are tall and long. It's full court man-to-man pressure the whole time. As long as you don't have your man drag over to the other man, they can't double, so you want to spread the floor a little bit. And the confidence is there, Todd. At Southwestern, OBU was just down by 5 at halftime in that first meeting. So there is some confidence there, as you alluded to, about trying to get an upset.
Bison basketball this afternoon on the statewide radio network, brought to you by the First National Bank and Trust Company, SSM Health, St. Anthony Hospital, Shawnee, P&K Equipment, shopobubison.com, and Tinker Federal Credit Union. We'll step aside for the opening timeout break of the pregame show. When we return, Bo Overton joined us for the final time in the regular season. This is Oklahoma Baptist basketball on the OBU radio network. Looky here. There's your.
You got a Whataburger one, or is this just tequila?
women's basketball coach. The win on Thursday night was Bo's 171st at 3 collegiate stops: the University of Missouri, Kansas City, OBU, and OCU. More pregame coming up from the Noble Complex after this timeout. This is Oklahoma Baptist basketball on the OBU Radio Network. Network from Norman to Bartlesville, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and Shawnee. Glad to have you along as part of our broadcast this afternoon here on Senior Day for the campus of Oklahoma Baptist University. Before we continue, let us pause for stations to identify themselves. This is Oklahoma Baptist basketball on the OBU Radio Network. Weatherford Southwestern won at 93-64. It was a tight game for a little while in the first half, and then again the basketball really just would not consistently go in the basket for OBU. They shot 35%, and we talked about this earlier during the pregame show. You have to minimize turnovers. OBU did not do that. They committed 24 again. They're averaging over 26 in 3 regular season losses with SWOSU. However, the points off turnover differential not quite as severe, 28-16 in favor of the Lady Dogs in the last meeting as it had been the prior 2.
No doubt about it. The turnovers is going to kill you, because that last time in Southwestern, what did Southwestern do? Their first 3 shots, they hit 3-pointers. It was 9-0, and the Bison were all confident coming into that game. They didn't know what hit them, and then you throw the ball away against that pressure, and the lead just snowballed.
Makaira Tramble had 25 of her 33 before halftime. She returns to her hometown of Shawnee here this afternoon for the second time in as many scheduled visits. OBU had 3 in double figures. Carissa Price had 15. Khalifa Ford 13, and Jalen Stapleton 12. It is our pregame show. We're back with the starting lineups at the opening tip. It's OBU and Southwestern next to the Bison Radio Network. Our national anthem here for the campus of Oklahoma Baptist University in Shawnee before SWOSU and OBU close the regular season and celebrate Senior Day today for 3 outstanding contributors to Oklahoma Baptist women's basketball success. Time now for a look at today's starting lineups. First of all, for Southwestern, the Western Division champions of the Great American Conference, ranked in the top 20 nationally, coached by Kelsey Music in her 12th season, 223 wins, 118 losses, and 155 victories in conference conference play. She is about to lead Southwestern to their 6th NCAA regional tournament appearance at the end of the season. The starters, Lauren Ramey, a 6'1 junior from Kiefer, averaging 11 points, 3.7 points per ball game. Macy Gore, a 5'7 sophomore from Toloka, graduate of Sealing High School, transfer from ORU, averaging 9.5 points and 3.2 rebounds. Bethany Franks will start, a 5'11 senior from Norman. Franks averages 10.1 points per ball game, 7.4 rebounds. Carly Gore is a 5'9 sophomore from Toloka and Sealing High School. Like her sister Macy, a transfer from ORU, averaging 14.9 points per ball game and 5 rebounds. The fifth starter is arguably the best women's player in the conference, Makira Tramble, a 5'10 sophomore from Shawnee, averaging 19.4 points per ball game and 10.2 rebounds. I've said it and I'll say it again. I thought Tramble would be a really, really good player at this level, but her growth just in a year and a half, just almost 2 full seasons in Weatherford, has been mind-blowing.
It is mind-blowing. It's an inside-outside game. Makira Tramble has that perfect follow-through. She can shoot from way downtown, several feet behind the three-point line. She's fast, she's long, and strong inside.
Khalifa Ford will make her second straight start of the season. She will be joined by J.C. Engler in the starting lineup. Those two are not the usual among the starting 5. Jalen Stapleton gets the start, a 5'6 senior from Meade, Kansas. Carissa Price, a 5'10 senior from Midwest City, Carl Albert. Price's career high is 33 against SWOSU on this floor a couple of years ago, and wouldn't be fitting for her to close out her final game at the Noble with another big game against a program she's had some success against in her career. Andrea Petroraida will start, a 6-foot redshirt junior from Vilnius, Lithuania. She's had a really, really good breakout year, averaging 11 points, 7.1 rebounds. Khalifa Ford is coming off another outstanding ball game as she went for a total of 13 points and 4 rebounds against Southwestern in their place the last time, and at East Central 18 points and 14 rebounds on Thursday night in the win over East Central. J.C. Engler is a 5'8 senior from Wright City. She completes the starting lineup. J.C. making her second start of her final season here at Oklahoma Baptist. SWOSU will wear navy and light blue uniforms. They will go from left to right. The lights still out here inside the Noble Complex as they have a special Senior Day video going on before the teams take to the floor to tip it off. OBU will wear the home gold and green uniforms with some white striping. And that's the way today will tip off as we get set for the 4th and final matchup of the year between these two. Now, there's a possibility they could see each other on down the road, although very likely OBU would have to go fairly deep in the conference playoffs. And Bo said, who knows? It's the time of the year where dreams live and surprises happen. You have to get past this one today and then look forward to a matchup more than likely either at Southeastern or at Southern Nazarene. It'll be one of those two teams on the road Monday night for Oklahoma Baptist women of the conference first round. The winner of that game today between SNU and Southeastern and Bethany will host Oklahoma Baptist.
Well, you know what Monday is, Todd. March Madness. March 1st, Monday, and anything can happen. You have the upsets, even in the big tournament. You have the 1 seed against the 16 seed sometimes gets upset. Oklahoma Baptist isn't that big of an underdog in their Monday matchup.
All right, first half brought to you by OBU alumnus Noble McIntyre and his team of dedicated and effective personal injury attorneys at McIntyre Law. Bethany Franks, what a player she's been for Kelsey Music and Weatherford, will face off against Petroraida. The ball is up and Southwestern controls the opening tip. Lady Bulldogs again going from east to west, left to right across your radio dial inside the Noble Complex. Franks fires an open jumper just inside the arc at the head of the nail and drains it. Bethany Franks can score what's needed, but she's kind of taken a back seat to some others this year. It's her first basket gives SWOSU a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Oklahoma Baptist started in a man-to-man. I thought that would surprise Southwestern, but they recognized it early, got a screen for Franks for the open jumper.
Engler with her first touch offensively between the circles out front, down under 10 now to shoot for OBU. Forward baseline left, knocks down a 15-footer that was well defended, and each team with a bucket of their first possession were tied at 2.
Yeah, Ford with the little jumper on the left baseline over Gore. That's really going to help Khalifa Ford in her inside game.
Franks just below the foul line, an assist from Carly Gore knocks down the jump shot, and Bethany Franks, who comes into the ball game shooting 42% for the season, is off to a 2-for-2 start.
See, and that's where Southwestern kills you. They got that advantage, that shooting advantage. Tramble and Franks have that nice, soft follow-through good shot.
Khalifa Ford goes to work against Carly Gore, pulls up, knocked down a 13-footer. Right now it's Ford against Franks, and each team has 4 points.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to guard Khalifa Ford with Carly Gore.
But Kyra Tramble, a long three, got it from the top of the circle. Holy cow, that was 4 steps behind the nail, and it's now 7-4 SWOSU. And back the other way, Stapleton to the basket, throws it up, draws the foul. That's going to go against Macy Gore, and that's the first foul of the afternoon, whistled against the Lady Bulldogs.
And unfortunately, that is exactly how the game started in Weatherford. It was 9-0, except for OBU is scoring on their possessions as well.
Stapleton, prior to the trip on Thursday night to East Central, was shooting from the foul line 73%. She swishes the first. That cuts into a 3-point deficit. Jalen had 8.6 rebounds and assists. Her plus-minus was +1, playing 26 minutes and 12 seconds at ECU. She missed her only free throw attempt Thursday night of the victory at East Central. Second free throw's good. Each team perfect on 3 possessions. Difference, a 3-pointer by Kyra Tramble, 1-point lead. Franks pump fakes, gets Ingler in the air. OBU's gone back now to that 2-3 zone. They hand it to Kyra Tramble left side, veers back to the middle of the floor. 14 to shoot for SWOSU. Carly Gore dumps it to Kyra Tramble, bounces it left corner for Ramey, fumbles, now drives, Ingler cuts her off. 9 to shoot, Tramble with it in front of OBU's bench. Gets it out front, they swing it around. Ramey fires a 3 and knocks it down right corner. With 2 on the shot clock, Southwestern's off to a 4-for-4 shooting start.
And that's a good shot because Khalifa Ford came out to challenge that shot maybe a little bit late.
Left wing is Carissa Price. Southwestern leads it 10-6 here in the early stages of this one. Ingler guarded left side, bounces it to Ford at the high post. She backs down against Carly Gore, shoots from 7. It hit the rim and bound away. First miss in 7 field goal tries for the 2 teams combined here at the outset. Down the paint goes Carly. Ford cuts her off. Franks foul line left, races, fires. Back rims that one. Petra right over the rebound, and Ramey crashes. And Lauren Ramey's going to be called for the foul. And that's her first, the team's second, with 7:23 to go with the first period. SWOSU leading 10-6.
And Andrea Petrarita got the benefit of that call by being so much stronger this year than last year. She grabbed that rebound, pulled it tight, and then when the contact happened, she got the call.
Lady Dogs get the full court pressure set. Jalen Stapleton spins into the offensive end, cross courts it for Price. Price 2 dribbles, pulls up in the paint. Crosses right corner for Ingler. Now to Stapleton, drives, is cut off by Tramble underneath the foul line right. Bounces it out high for CP with 14 to shoot. 7 minutes to play, opening period, Southwestern by 4. Ingler, a jump pass, left wing, Price in the corner, Ford for 3, back rims it. Tramble, who averages a double-double, gets her first defensive carom of the afternoon. Kyra in transition, stops, puts up a 3, missed that one straight on, and Petra Ryder with Ramey crashing, yanks down the rebound, then throws it away as it's stolen by Macy Gore, who lays it in.
That's a great rebound by Andrea Petrarita, but she gave it to Stapleton when she knew that the defender was right behind Stapleton. As soon as it hit Stapleton's hands, it was stolen.
Southwestern out to a 12-6 start. 3.5 minutes gone here with the first period on senior day for the OBU campus at Shawnee. Khalifa Ford, top of the circle, swings it right. Jalen Stapleton. Now to Price. She has all day to look at a 3 and misses that one long. Franks was in position for the rebound, and she was being pulled away for the basket by Andrea Petrarita. It's the first foul against OBU. And coming into the ball game for Southwestern is Tabor Beer. She is a 5'5 senior from Hammond, Oklahoma, averaging 7.4 points per ball game and nearly 2 rebounds. Macy Gore with the left hand, pounds the dribble, brings it to the front court. Now cross courts it on a bounce pass to Tabor Beer. To Tramble, to Gore, drives left, cross courts it, Beer's 3, no good. Underneath, Franks with a rebound. Now dribbles out from underneath, back to Tabor Beer, right wing. Beer whips it across the floor. Gore open for 3 left circle. That one spins out. Franks tips the rebound, and another opportunity for Southwestern.
OBU's got to get a body on these rebounders.
Carly Gore to a backdoor cutting Franks, and Bethany is fouled. And she'll go to the free throw line. Already we're seeing Carly Gore distribute the ball very, very well here in the first 5 minutes of play.
Yeah, she does do that very well, but I'm telling you, it's a good matchup for OBU. Khalifa Ford on Carly Gore, because she does not have the speed with Ford, and then Ford has been taking her outside, and then she's going to be taking her inside soon.
Ford hit the first free throw, committed the foul as Franks hits the first free throw. Khalifa with her first. Team fouls even at 2. Bethany Franks is 15 of 20 with that make from the free throw line, so over 78%. Second one is up, and that one is good, and she already has 6, averages over 10 a game, and it is a 14-6 lead for Southwestern. They've scored 7 straight.
Yeah, and OBU, Ford's the one that's scoring all the points for OBU, and she's on the bench taking a breather, so somebody's going to have to step up for the goal.
Bison scoring drought, now nearly 3 minutes old. They've missed their last 3 after a 2-for-2 shooting start to the afternoon. Melissa Southern out on the floor for the first time. Slot left to Price. CP drives. Jump passes on a cross court to Stapleton. Now to Engler. She'll drive. Whips it left. 1 to shoot. Price loads up a 3. Back rims it. Rebound juggled. Knocked away. And then Beer finally has it in the left backcourt.
Good play by Bethany Franks because Petrarita pulled that rebound down, and when it came down, Franks popped it out of there.
Tramble behind or a crossover dribble, works to the baseline. Good defense by Southern. Forces her to hand it off to Franks for 3. That one is short. Price inside rebounding position, tips it away from Carly Gore. Engler to Stapleton, up ahead to Southern. Kicks it out left wing for Carissa Price. Mo's got to go to the goal.
Yeah, Mo's got to go to the goal, and then Carissa Price passed up a wide-open 3 from the left wing. Bo Overton was upset. He was just leaning back in his chair with his arms crossed.
4:43 to play, opening period, 14-7 Southwestern on a 7-0 road. OBU's gone scoreless for 3 minutes and 45 seconds here in the first period. Engler with 4 to shoot, throws it away. She was smothered out high and thought there was going to be somebody on the baseline, and the ball was thrown to a dead spot out of bounds, and we get the first stoppage of the afternoon. 4.5 to play, first period. Southwestern leads in Shawnee 14-7. The first half brought to you by Noble McIntyre on the Bison Radio Network.
Attorney Jordan Klinger at McIntyre Law. Recently, the FDA requested manufacturers withdraw ranitidine drugs commonly known as Zantac. Zantac has been found to potentially cause cancer in the bladder, colon, throat, nasal cavity, kidneys, liver, lungs, pancreas, prostate, stomach, and testicular cancer. If you have taken Zantac, you may be entitled to compensation.
Call us at 405-917-5200 or visit us online at mcintyrelaw.com. Download our new app.
We can't walk in your shoes or work right beside you, but we can be here for you in money, in life. We get it. We're on this path together, you and TFCU, Tinker Federal Credit Union.
Com is your home for the very best and officially licensed Bison apparel for brands like Adidas, Callaway Golf, Columbia, and Under Armour. Visit shopobubison.com today and take advantage of fast shipping and industry-leading customer service. Shopobubison.com, the official online store of OBU Athletics. How about this? Congratulations to OBU's volleyball team, directed by Anna Howell. Today they knocked off the preseason #1 ranked team in the Division II volleyball poll 3-2. Coming back from 10-2 in the decisive 5th set to beat Nebraska Kearney up in Wichita 3-2. Time back in. Tramble gets it to Gore. Jump passes to Macy Gore. Left wing, 3, no. Petra Ryder with a rebound. Had it knocked away by Franks. Taken away by Carly Gore, who goes up. Petra Ryder has got to be strong. She had both hands on the basketball and just let Southwestern take it away from her.
Well, the biggest mistake was not blocking out Bethany Franks. If she gets a body on Franks, Franks has no chance to get her hands on that ball.
And because that, Andrea's picked up her second foul. Carly Gore misses the first free throw. Southwestern averages almost 15 tries a ball game and over 11 makes. They're a 76% foul shooting team. Petra Ryder will come out if Gore makes this second free throw. Looks like Haley Weber about to check in, and Carly Gore has her first point. It's actually Jenny Beebe that's coming in, and Petra Ryder will go to the bench. Kayla Highfill, who made her first collegiate start Thursday night at East Central, comes in as well. Freshman from Alva. Full court pressure. CP comes back, gets the inbounds pass, and returns it to Stapleton. Jalen across midcourt. Now is trapped, jumps it to Southern, middle of the floor. Over the top, it's knocked away by Tramble, but Kyra picks it up, loses it, now gets it back, pivots. OBU has her corralled at the free throw line, and now they'll settle into a half-court set with Bethany Franks. Franks to Macy Gore, working against Kayla Highfill, takes her off the dribble, cross courts it. The ball's run down by Bethany Franks, right wing. Bounces at foul line right for Carly Gore. Misses the jump shot. And Stapleton took the rebound away from Southern. Jalen into the front court with the right hand. Veering left. Pulls up just outside the block and knocked down the running jumper.
That's how you attack this defense. It's a full court man-to-man pressure. Stapleton just curls around with the left hand, full speed up, little pull-up jumper.
Ends a 4-minute, 38-second drought by OBU. Southwestern's lead is 7. Quick three by Tramble, left wing, no good. Rebound to Highfill. OBU is shooting 42%, Southwestern 41% here in the early stages. Highfill open from three, hesitates, fires, it rolls off. Carly Gore with a rebound. Kayla won't get a better look than that.
Yeah, Highfill was so wide open when that hesitation, I think, took her out of her rhythm.
Beer funnels a pass to a backdoor cutting Makaira Tramble. She wheels into the paint, backs down against Price, throws it up and draws the foul on Carissa. That'll be her first. It's also the fourth against the Bison, who trail 15-8 with 2:53 to play here in the first period. Southwestern coming off a 71-60 victory at home on senior night in Weatherford on Thursday night. Prior to that, on Monday night, they literally survived a major scare up at Alva, trailing by 2 with less than 2 minutes to play before coming back for an 88-82 win over the Lady Rangers. Tramble hits the first free throw. She has her third.
And, of course, Northwestern and Alva, OBU's got to win up there. So if OBU can make shots, they can play with Southwestern.
Second free throw is good. That's 5 points now for Makaira Tramble. And the deficit is 17-8 with 2:48 to play here in the first period. River Romine is out there. Jump passes into the front court for Kaylee Hurst. To Beebe. Back to Hurst. Left front court. Thought about a three. Again turns it down. To Beebe, who retreats backwards near the Bison, or the B on the Bison logo, top of the circle. Highfield with it right side. To Hurst. 7 to shoot. Got to go. Romine crossing over. Now spins, 2 seconds to shoot. They get it to Southern, who fires a three, airballed it. Beebe's stick back wouldn't go, but it wouldn't have counted anyway because it came after the horn.
That's a tough man-to-man defense. You can just see how long Southwestern is. Hands up, narrowing the passing lanes, making it tough to shoot.
OBU about to run Rural Washita in baseball this afternoon at 16-5 Bison. They're going to sweep their season-opening conference series. That was moved from Arkadelphia here to Shawnee. Carly Gore was in the paint for an eternity. No call. Gets it to Franks. Back out high to Beer. Crosses over. Slides down. Leaves it on the baseline for Franks. No good. Highfield crashes for the rebound. Kayla one dribble. Loops it out to River Romine. Up ahead. Wing right for Jenny Beebe with the left hand. Drives. Cross courts it. Hurst has a look at a three. Got it. Kaylee Hurst with the first 3 ball to go down in 5 tries today for OBU, and it's a 17-11 game. Beer inside the arc at the other end. Rolls the shot off. Highfield with her second straight rebound.
Nice square up by Hurst from the left wing, and on that rebound, Hurst actually got a body on Tramble to help OBU get that rebound.
Maddie North, a sophomore from Newcastle, is going to come into the ballgame, averaging 4 points and 2 rebounds. Also, Maddie Spurl checks in, a senior from Piedmont. Spurl averaging 3.5 points and a rebound and a half per ball game. Highfield's pass half court, knocked out of bounds, so she'll trigger it into Romine between the rings out front. 90 seconds to play first period, 17-11 Southwestern. Hurst bounces it to Beebe out front left side, down to Romine, slides right to her, Highfield in the corner. Kayla nearly threw it away. It was deflected, run down by Beebe. Romine to Kayla for 3 left wing, no good. Rebound to Tramble, and Makaira wants to quickly get back the other way. Lobs it up ahead left wing in front of the Bison bench for Macy Gore. Bounces it across the paint. Tabor Beer goes up, and Jenny Beebe after the pump fake blocked the shot, and the Bison have the rebound, down 6. Romine with a minute to play here in the first period. Shoots it across the floor left side for Highfield, who slides through the top of the key from left to right. She tries to lob it down low, and North knocked it away. It's picked back up by Beebe, who then bounces it out of bounds.
That ball was hit by Gore. Macy Gore hit that ball, went out of bounds. Should be OBU's ball.
5th turnover for the Bison. They've yet to force a turnover for Southwestern. And there's 45 seconds to play here in the first period. SWOSU leading 17-11. Looking to sweep a 4-game series at the expense of the Bison. Macy Gore drives down. It's poked away from behind by Highfield, and then Gore, off the first turnover, commits the foul as Beebe had possession on the deck.
That was a nice block by Beebe on the previous trip up the court. When Gore was in the paint, pump faked. Beebe didn't leave her feet, just swatted it with her right hand.
Macy Gore has her second, third team foul against Southwestern, a difference of 7 on the shot and game clock, so OBU cannot completely run down the shot clock. Highfill found a wide open Beebe. They recover. Beebe pump fakes, lays it up. It rattled around, hung on the rim, and dropped in.
Yeah, that was good sense of feeling the defender. It was Macy Gore coming to try to block Beebe's shot. Little pump fake, defender goes by, she puts it in.
17-13, 12 seconds to play in the period. Tramble pulls up right now, accelerates right. Hurst cuts her off. They pitch into the corner. The three rattles home by Maddie North. 4 seconds to play in the period. Romine will heave it from well behind half court, and it goes out of bounds as the buzzer sounds. So Southwestern will take a 7-point lead to the second after 10 minutes at Shawnee, 20-17 Lady Bulldogs. This is Bison Basketball presented by McIntyre Law on the OBU Radio Network.
Burger at home? Well, that depends. Does your home have fresh chopped onions, pickles, smoked cheddar, Monterey Jack, bacon, tangy barbecue sauce, and orange and white stripes with the word Whataburger emblazoned on the front of it? If so, then absolutely. Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
Trade in for more and buy it for less. At Hudaberg Chevy in Midwest City, it's that simple. Get more money for your trade and buy new Chevys for less. And you'll get payments that fit any budget. HudabergGM.com.
You can count on Hudaberg, we'll give you more.
Trade it in for more, buy it for less. It's that easy. At Hudaberg Buick GMC in Midwest City, it's that simple. Get more money for your trade and buy new Buicks and GMCs for less. HudabergGM.com.
You can count on Hudaberg, we'll give you more.
Period number 2 just about to commence here from the Noble Complex of the OBU campus in Shawnee. Southwestern shooting 35% of the first period. They were 6 of 17, but made just 2 of their last 13 after a 4-for-4 start. OBU made just 3 of their last 9 after Khalifa Ford hit her first 2 to start the afternoon. OBU basketball, and speaking of Ford, she re-enters the game and will inbound it directly down below us here at the Noble Complex. Romine to Hurst. Kaylee is trapped, pivots, gets it to Khalifa out high. Working against Maddie Spurl. Now reverses her direction, goes into the paint, throws it up off the rim. It bounced away twice. Rebound to Spurl. Foul against Jenny Beebe.
All of Ford's misses so far have just been inside the rim, just barely coming off. And I thought she absorbed some contact there. I'm fine with the no call, but she's going to make some shots this game.
Khalifa Ford has missed her last 3, and all 3 have been well defended by Swasu. Just underway, second period, Southwestern by 7 at the end of 1. In the last meeting in Weatherford, it was 32-11 Lady Bulldogs. Cross-court pass goes left side for Beer, crosses over, cut off at the block. Out high to Lauren Ramey. Her 3 is short, barely hit the front of the rim. It was a flat shot, and Beebe retrieves the rebound.
Yeah, and those are those tough rebounds that Bo talked about in the pregame. There's going to be a lot of long rebounds because there's so many three-point shots by Southwestern.
9:06 to play first half. OBU down by 7 despite shooting just 1 of 6 from 3 early. The two teams are 4 of 15 combined from beyond the arc. Khalifa Ford against Makira Tramble takes a dribble, misses an elbow right jump shot. Ford crashes. Rebound was off of her leg. Picked up by North, and then she throws it away. Hurst with the interception, lays it up, missed it, and the rebound is Southwestern. Beer speeds back the other way. 1-on-2 around Romine to the goal, and the layup is good.
What a great job, though. OBU didn't score on that sequence, but Khalifa Ford kept the ball alive. Then Kaylee Hurst did not go back. She snuck in for the steal, kept that possession going.
Fourth Southwestern fast break point. Romine sets the table, slides left to Khalifa Ford on the block. She's doubled, rips it away. Now goes to Romine, right corner. For 3, Highfill. It was in and out. Got to keep shooting. Rebound to Southwestern. It's taken away by Ford, who came up short initially, gets it back, was fouled, missed the second shot, and then it's off of Ford out of bounds. They swallow the whistle as there was a ton of contact down low.
Yeah, Ford is strong enough. She's got to make those point-blank shots. But Kaylee Hurst again poked the ball out to keep that possession alive.
Swasu a chance to build the lead to double digits. Tabor Beer stutter steps through the top of the circle, pitches in front of Bo Overton, wing left for Makira Tramble. Guarded by Hurst. Backs it out off of a spin dribble. Almost banked it in. Ford yanks down the rebound. Khalifa with a behind-the-back dribble. Brings it to the front court. Now angles right. Draws contact. Goes up. And then had it stripped by Makaira Tramble. A great defensive play. Up ahead, the Beer gets Roma into the air. Beer bounces it across the paint. Reagan Crawford has just checked in. Missed it. There was some contact there, and Southwestern gets another opportunity.
Kayla Highfield blocked that shot underneath.
Beer bustling her way to the goal, lays it up, and drew the foul, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Chance to make it an 11-point lead for SWOSU.
And this is where OBU's got to make some shots like they did in the win over East Central, because Southwestern only up by 9 right now. It can get out of hand in a hurry.
River Romine with her first personal foul, the team's second here of the period. Southwestern leads 22-13 with 7:35 to play in the half. First foul shot is good by Tabor Beer. Beer is a 75% foul shooting team. Southwestern will be in the South Central Regional down in Lubbock. That is a tough field that awaits the Lady Bulldogs and maybe a couple of other teams out of the GAC. Second free throw was good. It's basically the Lone Star Conference and the Great American Conference going head-to-head. Look at Ford sliding left over the left-hand lane.
And there was like a hesitation, like she was going to spin pivot back, but she just stayed with that left hand the whole time. Tramble lost her off the pick, off the glass with the left hand.
Another scoreless drought of almost 3 minutes erased with that basket. Tramble guarded by Price. Good defense by CP. Makaira is now doubled by Ford. Left elbow of the stripe. Kicks it out wing left for Beer. 12 to shoot for Southwestern. Beer a little dribble lock move and then nails the jump shot.
Stapleton just gave Beer just a little bit too much space there, staying inside the left elbow, and Beer just stands up with an open shot.
26-15 Southwestern. Ford trapped at the high post, kicks it out. Stapleton run off the arc, pump fakes, bounces it to Beebe, who goes to the rack, misses the layup. Rebound on the floor at Southwestern's Makaira Tramble, tips it inbounds. Tabor Beer, 1-on-4 to the goal, backs down. Stapleton now doubled by Highfill. Kayla knocked it away. Turnover to Ford. Khalifa 1-on-1 with Tramble, who thought she had a block, but Makaira's going to be called for the foul. That's her first.
She had a block after the arm chop. Good job by Highfield there again. A little piece of that ball going the other way.
Southwestern on a 9-2 run over the last 3:47. Ford can make that a little bit better from an OBU standpoint by hitting a couple of free throws. OBU just 1 for their last 6 for the floor, 1 for their last 7 from 3, and they're shooting 35%. Highfield's first of 2 foul shots off to our left is on the way, and the Bono, Arkansas native hits the first. Khalifa already was 7.
And some of those shots, Todd, are just point-blank range. Like Beebe missed that gimme right there. Ford's missed some close-range shots. OBU's got to make those to beat a team like Southwestern.
Ford's second one is up. That one is good. What a week Khalifa's had. She had 17 here Monday night against Southern Nazarene, 18 and 14 rebounds at East Central. With those 2 free throws, she already has 8 points today for OBU to go along with a rebound. Southwestern's lead is 26-17. Out high with the basketball is Maddie Gore. Now to a backdoor cutting Bethany Franks. Right circle, Reagan Crawford measures a 3. It was halfway down, rattled out. Petra Ryda back out there, controls the rebound for OBU. To Stapleton, who weaves her way into the front court. Now attacks left, bounces into traffic, it's poked away. Tabor Beer has it, now it's going to slow it down to the backcourt.
See, Petra Ryda made that tough on Stapleton by running too close to Stapleton where her man came to double.
Tramble from long range, right circle, nails the 3, nothing but net, and she knew it when she released it. Started to walk back down the floor. It's 29-17 SWOSU with 5.5 to play here in the first half. Stapleton tries to get it back at the other end, misses the 3. Ford crashes, and Makaira Tramble has another rebound. Tramble's numbers so far, 10 points. That's her 5th rebound. Tramble, jab steps, left circle, puts up another 3. It's in and out. Too much standing around by Petra Ryda. Highfield tipped it. It's picked up by Spurl, who goes to the rack, and Kayla commits the foul.
Yeah, because OBU had Southwestern out-rebounded there with the triangular rebounding 3-1, and Southwestern still gets the board.
Petra Ryda, who has really surprised everyone around the program with her improvement. Not that it's not to be expected because she's one of the hardest working kids on the team, but she's had a tough day today on the defensive glass. First foul shot is up and good by Maddie Spurl. She hasn't grabbed the ball firmly with 2 hands, and that time just caught watching the game.
Well, here OBU had defensive relief from Southern Nazarene to East Central. This time, it's going to flip-flop the other way. From East Central, you're not going to have relief. You're going to have to be more intense because Southwestern picks you up full court.
Spurl, who hit both free throws, is replaced by Carly Gore in the lineup. SWOSU now leads at 31-17, and two droughts covering more than 6 minutes of this first half, being the undoing right now of OBU, who already has turned it over 7 times. Jalen guarded by Tabor Beer inside the midcourt stripe, right side. Goes to CP in the corner. Back of the wing to Stapleton. Top of the circle to Ford. 2 dribbles, pulls up elbow right and knocks down the jumper. 10 points for Khalifa.
And Khalifa can do that all day on Carly Gore because Gore cannot keep up with her with the feet. Gore had to give too much cushion.
Only second made basket in the last 8 tries for OBU. Driving baseline is Crawford, and Highfield blocked the shot. CP with a rebound up ahead to Stapleton. Pump fakes, goes up, and they're going to call a foul against Makaira Tramble. And that was a bailout whistle after Jalen got too far out of the basket and hit the bottom of the rim.
Yeah, but I think that Tramble came in so fast that she couldn't hold up and had body contact.
Foul called against Makaira Tramble, and that will be her first officially is what they're putting to the board. So we'll take a timeout. 4:40 to play first half. Southwestern 31, Oklahoma Baptist 19. This is Oklahoma.
Noble McIntyre of McIntyre Law. We have over 100 years of combined litigation experience fighting for Oklahomans injured as a result of a semi-crash. These crashes are traumatic and in most cases cause catastrophic injuries and even death. Our most recent trial involved a fatal semi-truck crash, resulting in a $4.25 million verdict for our client. If you have been injured and want to know more about your rights, call us. The consultation is free.
We love what we do and we're good at it.
A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A-game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
I had told you going to the break that foul was on Tramble. I had her for 1 foul. The reason that was not her second was because the foul was whistled against Bethany Franks. That's her first. Second SWOSU team foul here in the second period. 12-point deficit. Jalen Stapleton goes to the line for the Bison. First one is on the way, and that one is good. Jalen has her 5th point. She's 3 of 3 for the line. Stapleton has cooled off in scoring up until Thursday night. She shot the ball well early, then cooled off, finished with 8 points and 6 rebounds. OBU still won it by 12 at East Central. After snapping a 10-game losing skid less than a month ago here against the Lady Tigers, they posted back-to-back victories. Stapleton hits both, and then Beer nails a 3 at the other end. Jalen up ahead down at Jenny Beebe against Tramble, goes to the rack, and that will be the second of Makaira.
Stapleton's just giving Tabor Beer a little bit too much space when Beer's in her area on the zone or man-to-man.
34-21 SWOSU. They have hit 5 of 14 from three-point range. OBU shooting just under 37%. Beebe's first foul shot is up, and it's good. Jenny's going to have a nice career here. Just a freshman out of Kingfisher. 60% foul shooter before that make. 15 of 25. Second one is on the way, and she got them both. Jenny Beebe Thursday night down in Ada had 5 points. She also had an assist in 10.5 minutes of play. And her plus-minus was good as well. It was on the high side. Hand off to Beard. Cross courts at Carly Gore, and they're going to say she stepped on the sideline. The SWOSU will turn it over for the 4th time. That's the 11th turnover combined here in the first half between the two sides.
Looked like she was hopping around, too, with that ball.
Bo Southern to inbound in the backcourt to Jalen Stapleton. Those two along with J.C. Engler, Carissa Price, and Andrea Petra-Wright on the floor. Engler drives, cross courts it right to left. Price's 3 is good. Carissa Price knocks down the second 3 for OBU, and the Bison have cut it now down to 8, 34-26.
Good play by J.C. Engler. She dribbles in, and the defense kind of contracts for the help side, leaving Price wide open on the left wing.
Beer drives baseline right, leaves it out high for Macy Gore. Cross courts at left corner for Maddie Spurl. Spurl into the paint to Beer out high. 2 dribbles to Frank's elbow left. Macy Gore, right side to Spurl, drives around Engler, goes up and lays it in. Maddie Spurl with her 4th point, first field goal. Lead is 36-26. Southern pulls up elbow right, cross courts at J.C. Engler to Stapleton. Wide open, head of the circle, and she got it. Jalen Stapleton now heated up with 9, and OBU has cut it down to 7 at 36-29.
Good court awareness by Engler again. She was looking at a 3, but saw that Stapleton was uncovered at the top of the key, gave up the ball.
Franks, who set the high screen as Beer moved left, gets the pass, hands it off to Macy Gore, backs away to the free throw line. OBU still in the man-to-man defense. Angling left is Spurl, dumps it down low for Carly Gore. It's deflected, and Gore runs it down. Now saves it on the bounce pass to Franks. 3 to shoot. Bethany will put up a 3 over Petra Wright. It back rims and then goes over the top of the backboard out of bounds. That's just good defense by OBU.
Yeah, it was good defense. And then, a good open look by Franks. That ball hit inside the rim, but just popped straight up over the board.
36-29. OBU can get closer with just over 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Stapleton looking for a screen out high, gets it. Now they roll Southern. Melissa leaves it on the wing for Carissa Price. Price against the man-to-man defense, dumps it down low to Mo. Southern backs it, is cut out by Carly Gore. Left circle for J.C. Engler to Jalen for 3 again. That one is short. Rebound poked out, and it went right to Tabor Beer. Beer to Macy Gore, using behind the back dribble into the front court. Left wing, Beer skips it across the court. Carly Gore's 3, good.
Talk about Southwestern having some range from three-point land. Those are long three-pointers that they hit.
Carissa Price through the top of the circle, bounces it to Petra Wright, and Franks has committed the foul. That's her 2nd.
It's good to get that ball deep. Good things happen when they get to the rim, and Engler's been doing a good job too. When she got to the free throw line a couple possessions down, she cut from the right wing hard and then got a good pass and then went to the free throw line.
Tabor Beer, a big spark today off the bench for Southwestern. She's hit 3 of her last 4. OBU has missed 3 of their last 4. As Petra Ryder will go to the free throw line, trying to cut into a 10-point lead for SWOSU when the first one is up, and the Lithuanian hits it cleanly. OBU is 9 of 9 with that make at the free throw line. Southwestern has been there 10 times, and they've made 9 of 10. Second free throw on the way. That one spins out. That one's on me. Southwestern with a rebound. 9-point lead, SWOSU, as we're at 1:45 to play in the first half. Spurl hands it to Carly Gore. This time she misses wide right. Southern runs down the rebound. OBU down single digits late first half, can cut further into the deficit. Southern catches, turns, and scores on a little jumper left angle. Mo, for the assist from CP, gets her first basket.
Nice sequence of events for Mo Southern. She recognizes that hard rebound of the 3 coming off, runs across the court to pick it up, and then finishes on the offensive end.
Beer to Gore, her 3 pinballs in and out from way beyond the arc right circle. Southern with the rebound. Here comes OBU. Left wing is Price to Petra Ryan, a left block. Cross courts at Stapleton will trigger another 3. Bang! She got it. Jalen Stapleton in double figures as she has 12 here in the first half. And OBU is within 39-35 with 50 seconds to play in the first half.
Oh, what a bonus. She gets Stapleton hot from outside because she can dribble by anybody. Boom.
And then Beer throws it away, was looking for Macy Gore. She threw it behind her out of bounds. Another Southwestern turnover, the Bulldogs' 5th, and OBU will have it trailing just 4 after they've trailed by as many as 14 at 31-17. From that point, it is now an 18-4 run for Oklahoma Baptist. 44 seconds to play first half. Stapleton guarded out front by Beard. Moves right, goes to the goal, bounces for Ford, who's pushed to the way up, and Khalifa's going to go to the free throw line. In a game like this, Swan Dog, this is where Jalen Stapleton is so valuable.
No doubt about it, and she's got more foot speed than Tabor Beer. Beer very dexterous with her hands. She knows what to do, but Stapleton invited that one-on-one matchup, full speed up the right side of the lane, dumped it off to Ford. Ford, who's very strong to the goal, gets 2 shots.
Spurl with her first personal foul, the 5th against SWOSU. Ford to the line for 2, hits the first. Khalifa now has her 11th point. So she and Jalen Stapleton, pending a second free throw, have combined for 23 of the team's 36 points here in the first half. Second free throw is up, and it's a 2-point game. 39-37 with 35 seconds to play before halftime, and Southern comes in to replace Ford.
And you're right. It's a perfect game for Jalen Stapleton because it's man-to-man. You don't really want to dribble against zones too much, but man-to-man, just take them one-on-one.
Beer to Gore and Macy backing her way in. The game clock did not start. 28 seconds still up there, so they'll go over to the scorer's table and decide how much time to take off. OBU on a huge run. They've scored the game's last 8 points, and it's a 20-4 run since Southwestern built that 14-point lead. 39-37 SWOSU. Yeah, they have locked up the Western Division Championship with a 15-2 record. Their only losses at Bethany against Southern Nazarene and at home to East Central. That East Central team, we talked about it on a Thursday night, looks nothing like the team that got off to an 8-1 start. They've lost 7 games in a row after OBU tagged them for a 12-point loss at the Kerr Center on Thursday night.
Yeah, 2 of those losses were by the Bison in that stretch. Look what happens on a 15-2 team. When you take it to and put some pressure on them, they'll make some silly turnovers as well.
Okay, they're going to put 23 on the shot clock, so there is a difference of 5 on the shot and game clock. Carly Gore inbounds to Tabor Beer. Beer with it right side, Macy Gore. 15 to shoot. She drives to the paint, gets it down low to Spurl, who flips it up and in with a backdoor layup.
You got to give it up to Spurl because 6'5" Haley Weber was right there to block the shot. She used the rim as a protector with the reverse layup.
10 seconds to play first half. The shot clock is still on, so it's going to expire and cause problems here in a minute. Stapleton off of the screen, rolls an 18-footer home for the right circle, and that will do it. Had Jalen Stapleton not got that shut off, Scott, I'm telling you, the shot clock was going to go off because they left it on with little time while there was still about 15 seconds to go in the possession.
Yep, as you said, you brought it to my attention. I looked, and you're exactly right. It's maybe 1.4 seconds, little difference, but Stapleton got the shot off, luckily, before that shot clock went off to disrupt her.
On senior day, Jalen Stapleton with 14 points at OBU, trails by 2 to SWOSU, 41-39. The first half has been brought to you by Noble McIntyre and his team of dedicated and effective personal injury attorneys at McIntyre Law. Juan Dog's back with the first half show in a moment on the Bison Radio Network.
Trade in for more and buy it for less. At Hudeberg Chevy in Midwest City, it's that simple. Get more money for your trade and buy new Chevys for less. And you'll get payments that fit any budget. HudebergGM.com.
You can count on Hudeberg, we'll give you more.
Trade it in for more, buy it for less. It's that easy. At Hudeberg Buick GMC in Midwest City, it's that simple. Get more money for your trade and buy new Buicks and GMCs for less. HudebergGM.com.
You can count on Hudeberg, we'll give you.
Welcome back to the Noble Complex in Shawnee, where Oklahoma Baptist goes on a huge run to catch up to Southwestern, just trailing 41-39 at intermission. Southwestern, of course, 15-2 on the season, locked up the conference championship a few games ago. Individually for Southwestern, Lauren Ramey's 1 for 1 from the field. That was a 3-point shot. She has 3 points. For Macy Gore, she's 1 of 4 from the field, missed all 3 of her 3-pointers. She has 2 points. Bethany Franks, she's 1 of 5 from the field, 0 for 2 from downtown, 2 for 2 from the line. She has 4 points. Makira Tramble, the Shawnee hometown girl, 3 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc, 2 for 2 from the line, 2 points. She also has 5 rebounds, 10 points. Lauren Ramey, we already went with her off the screen here, got the stat sheet now. Carly Gore, 1 for 3. She has 4 points. Tabor Beer, 9 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Maddie North, she hit her only shot. It was a 3-point shot, 3 points. Maddie Spurl with that great reverse layup before the half to keep Southwestern on top. She has 6 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, missed her only 3-point attempt. That rounds out the 41 points for Southwestern. For Oklahoma Baptist, Andrea Petroida has not scored, but she does have 3 rebounds. She does have 1 free throw, 1 point. Khalifa Ford made her first 2 shots just from outside, maybe 6-footers. She's 4 of 8 from the field, 4 for 4 from the line, missed her only 3-point attempt. She has 12 points. J.C. Engler 2 for 2 from the line on a nice cut from the right wing, gets 2 free throws, 2 points. Jalen Stapleton leads all scorers here on senior day. The fleet-footed senior, she's 4 of 6 from the field, 2 for 4 from downtown, and a perfect 4 for 4 from the line, 14 points. Carissa Price 1 for 3, those were all threes. She has 3. Melissa Southard 1 for 1 from the field for a deuce. Jenny Beebe 1 for 2 from the floor, she has 2 points. And Kaylee Hurst 1 for 2 from the field. That was a 3-pointer, 1 for 1 from downtown, 3 points for OBU's 39 points. Today's halftime show is brought to you by the Hudeberg Auto Group. Visit Hudeberg.com to check out their selection of over 1,000 new and used vehicles. At the half, as we sit, Southwestern 41, Oklahoma Baptist 39. This is Bison basketball on the OBU.
Let me tell you a story. A story about a woman who walks miles to carry undrinkable water to her family. Let me tell you about the water. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink after a hurricane. I'll tell you about people, millions of people, who find themselves in a strange land far, far away. And I'll tell you a story about a farmer whose family and finances are being starved by drought. And how, on the other side of the world, there is a family starving for nutrients in a food desert. I'll tell you the tale of a trafficked teenager waiting to be assaulted again tonight, and again, and again. And how once upon a time, there was a child who would go to sleep without a bedtime story because that child didn't have someone to read them a bedtime story. It wasn't just once upon a time. It was hundreds of thousands and even millions upon a time. But that's not where the story has to end. Together, as Southern Baptists, we can rewrite the story. Together, we can become an unstoppable force of hope. Together, we can respond. Together, we can meet needs across the globe. Together, we can change lives in our own communities. Together, we are Send Relief.
Chance points, Bulldogs 7, Bison 0. Fast break points, OBU holds an 8-7 edge. Points from the bench, Southwestern 18, Oklahoma Baptist 7. Visit today's halftime show is brought to you by the Hudeberg Auto Group. Visit Hudeberg.com to see their selection of over 1,000 new and used vehicles. Southwestern 41, Oklahoma Baptist 39 in the women's game at halftime. This is Bison basketball on the OBU. American Conference basketball in Shawnee. State University 41, Oklahoma Baptist University 39 at halftime. Southwestern shot 6 of 17 from the floor for 35.3%, 3 of 9 from downtown, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. In the second period, the Bulldogs were 7 of 16 from the floor, 43.8%, 3 of 9 from beyond the arc, 4 for 4 from the line. For the game, the Bulldogs are 13 for 33, 39.4% field goal percentage, 6 of 18 from downtown, 33%, and 9 of 10 from the charity stripe. For OBU, 5 of 11 in the opening stanza, 45.5%, just 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, perfect 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. In the second period, the Bison shot 50%, 7 of 14 from the floor, and then also 50% from beyond the arc, 3 of 6, and 9 of 10 from the free throw line. In the game, OBU is 12 for 25 from the floor at 48%, 4 of 12 from beyond the arc, 11 of 12 from the free throw line, and we stand at 41-39 Southwestern over OBU at halftime. Steals in the game, Southwestern has 4, Oklahoma Baptist 3. For the Bison, you have Kaylee Hurst, River Romine, and Khalifa Ford, each with a steal. 2 block shots in the game, Kayla Highfield with a pair, and well, actually 3, and Jenny Beebe officially. 4, Southwestern does not have a block, but they do have 4 steals. 2 of them comes from Shawnee's own Makira Tramble. Assists in the game, 8 for the Bulldogs, led by Tabor Beers 3. Beer also has 9 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 for 2 from downtown. OBU has 7 assists, a pair from senior J.C. Engler. We're on the boards, rebounding 19-15. Southwestern has a rebounding edge, led by Makira Tramble's 5 boards. Second, Carly Gore has 4. For OBU, 3 rebounds by Andrea Petrarita and 3 by Kayla Highfield. They have 15. Today's halftime show is brought to you by the Hudeberg Auto Group. Visit Hudeberg.com to view their selection of over 1,000 new and used vehicles. At halftime, it's Southwestern 41, Oklahoma Baptist 39 in the opener. This is Bison basketball.
Back at the Noble Complex, we were at halftime. Game 1 of this Great American Conference Twin Bill. Nationally ranked Southwestern with a 2-point lead. Over Oklahoma Baptist. Our halftime show brought to you by the Hudeberg Auto Group. Visit Hudeberg.com to browse their selection of over 1,000 new and used vehicles. Let's give you updates from around the athletic department today here at Oklahoma Baptist. We told you that Anna Howe's volleyball team, they're going to skyrocket the next poll when it comes out. They beat preseason number 4 Washburn yesterday. Today, preseason number 1 Nebraska Kearney, 3-2. Softball dropped 2 of 3 at home to Ouachita Baptist, losing today 17-6. Baseball, a 8-inning whitewashing today, or a shellacking of Ouachita, 16-5 Bison, so they start the conference season at 3-0. The cross-country Great American Conference Championships took place today in Weatherford. OBU's women won the team title. They also had the number 1 individual in Emma Dowling. The men were second. East Central took home the men's team championship. The Bison's best individual performer today at the Great American Conference meet in Weatherford was freshman Christian Herinovar. He finished 5th overall. So what a good day again for OBU athletics, and not a bad first half here to start the final regular season games of the year inside the Noble Complex. Southwestern leads it 41-39. And again, OBU heating up down the stretch, shooting 48%. Jalen Stapleton, 4 of 6 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3. She, along with Khalifa Ford, have combined for 26 of the team's 39 points. Leading rebounders at halftime, Highfield with 3. Kayla also has 2 blocks. Petra Ryda has 3 rebounds and 1 assist. The leader in assists at halftime is J.C. Engler with 2. Engler playing her final home game here on Bison Hill. Only one Bulldog in twin figures at halftime. That's Makaira Tramble. And she's closing in on yet another double-double. Halfway home in rebounds, already has it in points. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals for the best player in the Great American Conference in Makaira Tramble. That is our halftime show from Shawnee, brought to you by the Hudeberg Auto Group. Visit Hudeberg.com to browse their selection of over 1,000 new and used vehicles. The second half of Southwestern Oklahoma Baptist is next on the Bison Radio Network. Southwestern basketball, we're ready for the start of the second half inside the Noble Complex. SWOSU leading by 2. Second half brought to you by Sin Relief, helping you make a difference in your community and the world around, because when help and hope combine, lives are changed. Down low it goes for Lauren Ramey, who banks in a turnaround jump shot for the right block, or the assist, and it's a 4-point lead for Southwestern at 43-39. Cross midcourt with it is Stapleton. Top of the circle for Ford. Bounces it right baseline for Engler. Whips it across the floor. And a hustling play turned in by Lauren Ramey as she intercepts the basketball. Cross midcourt from right to left. Makaira Tramble bangs in to J.C. Engler, who was not set, and it's going to be the first on the senior from Wright City, J.C. Engler.
What an early spark by Lauren Ramey. She only played 3 minutes and 39 seconds in the opening half. She already hits a bucket off the glass and then a big steal on the baseline.
43-39. We have played 33 seconds here of the final, the third period. Carly Gore from Macy Gore steps into a 3, airballs that one right wing. And Southwestern now 6 of 19 from 3.
That's a good sign for the Bison, where they can hang with them on the three-point line, because last time in Weatherford, Southwestern was a whole different story.
They double team and pressure Stapleton, who gets the inbounds pass. Now to CP, who races into the front court. Foul line right, Ford. Left side, Engler misses that one off the front of the rim. Ford with the rebound, goes back up, missed another bunny. The rebound punched right into the gut of Petra Ryda, who loses it. It's dug out of the floor by Carly Gore. Now a tie-up, and the possession belongs to OBU.
Great job by Khalifa Ford getting the offensive rebound, but she's missed about 3 or 4 bunnies today. Those have got to go in for victories.
First offensive rebound officially today for OBU. Shot clock resets with 9 minutes to play in the third. Southwestern leading by 4. Engler gets the inbounds pass in front of the Bison bench. Stapleton, who closed the first half on a hot streak, then gets it to Price, who throws it away. Macy Gore has it. Turnover number 9 for the Bison. She goes left to right. Franks hesitates, now puts up a 3 and got it right circle.
Well, she pumped 3 times just trying to get the laces of the ball just even going up there.
That's how much time she had.
Yeah.
And Carly Gore blocked Stapleton to the backcourt.
Hey, you just can't let, especially a shooter like Bethany Franks. And then the throwaway by Carissa Price. So you had Makaira Tramble, Bethany Franks, and Lauren Ramey, the 3 tallest Southwestern players, all on that side. It was an easy steal.
Something. Sorry about that. That's something that Bo addressed. We got to get out there and defend the perimeter. Didn't do a good job in Weatherford. Stapleton with the basketball. Southwestern at a 5-0 run to start the second half. Their lead is 7. Ford goes to work in the low post. Squares up over Gore, triggers, and back rims it. Bethany Franks with a rebound. Pivots and outlets to Macy Gore. Left side for Tramble. Accelerates into the paint. Now crosses over. Spins left block. Trying to bounce it out and threw it right to Khalifa Ford, who has the interception. Ford brings it down the floor. 3-on-1. Pulls over the foul line. Missed it. Tips the rebound out. Carissa Price has it. Khalifa's got to give that up on a 3-on-1.
Yeah, early. Petra did a good job of stepping in that passing lane. That ball went off her leg, then Ford picked it up.
Under 10 to shoot, 7:50 to play third period. Jalen with the basketball out front. Andrea Petra sets a screen. 4 to shoot. They get it to Andrea. Catches, turns, fires for the elbow to strike. Missed it. Khalifa Ford with a rebound. Goes up around Ramey. Misses that one. Gets it back. Puts it up. Back rims it. It rolls off no good. Khalifa another offensive rebound, and the third time's the charm.
Well, Khalifa's having a hard time putting the ball in the basket, but you can't fault her effort. I mean, she keeps the possessions going over and over and over again.
7:26 to play, and they did not get the game clock, I don't believe, or they started the shot clock too early. They'd taken 3 seconds off. They put 1 on, or now it shows 29. 7:15 to play, third period. Todd Miller, Scott Wanish with you this afternoon from Shawnee. OBU within 5 again, 46-41. Tramble slides through the top of the key, pulls up left elbow, missed it. Price juggling the rebound. Gore knocked it away, and it's off Carly out of bounds.
That's just wanting more. Southwestern wanted it bad. OBU's lucky to get that ball because that ball was right in Carissa Price's hands, and she's usually very fundamental with spin away from the defense, but just didn't grab it quick enough.
Very well said. Khalifa Ford, middle of the floor, cross courts at left wing. J.C. Engler in front of the OBU bench. Back to Stapleton. OBU doing a good job shortening the basketball game.
Yes, and then you got Jalen Stapleton leading all scores with 14 points, and she's going in again.
Stapleton misses the leaner. Ford had her hand on the rebound, poked it out of bounds, and they're going to say OBU basketball.
I think that's right. Khalifa Ford, that was off her left hand, but I think that ball went off the back of a Bulldog.
I did not see that. We'll take the possession. Shot clock resets to 20. It's a 5-point game, 46-41 with 6:49 to play.
And you know, earlier in the season, Khalifa Ford had very, very limited minutes or no minutes at all because she didn't come in till midway in the season. But we need offensive rebounding so bad for OBU, and there's just something about Khalifa Ford does not give up on possessions.
They're underway the second half of Norman, a big basketball game today. Round 1 of Bedlam. The two will play in Stillwater Monday. Sooners with a 7-point lead, 38-31. Ford will trigger it inbounds to Engler, who almost came down to the sideline. Now to Stapleton, back to Khalifa. Khalifa hands it off to Price, slides right, backs it out of the right wing side. Now to J.C. Engler. Engler down low to Petra Wright. It's stripped, and Tramble, with good effort, almost knocked it back off of Andrea. But they said she was already out of bounds. But, boy, her effort defensively is very, very good.
You got to be strong and quick, and that's not one of Petrarita's strong suits of being very quick.
Ford drives with the shot clock winding down, misses the runner. Boy, she's frustrated. Lauren Ramey with the rebound. They went ahead and let the shot clock expire. Tramble on a half-court pass, now puts up a long three, bricked it right wing. Petrarita with the rebound. That thing came off hot wide left. Andrea now says, I need some help. Gets it to Jalen Stapleton. She pulls up underneath the foul line, missed the jumper, but Lauren Ramey fouled her.
I think Carly Gore's upset about that call.
That's why, because it's on Gore and not Ramey. That's the second on Carly. Second team foul against SWOSU here in the second half. So Jalen Stapleton, 14 points in her final game here at the Noble Complex, rolls the first free throw home.
But you have no chance of getting that call unless you have somebody aggressive taking it to him like Stapleton does.
OBU will be either in Durant or Bethany for the first round of the conference tournament, which starts on Monday. Jalen's second free throw is good. 4 straight now by OBU. They've cut it down to 3 again. It's a one-possession game, 46-43. 6:08 to play. Third period. Macy Gore is cut off left low post. Cross courts it to Franks, to Ramey, to Bethany. She'll trigger the 3 and got it. Holy smokes. Bethany Franks hadn't put up many three-pointers today, but she's been good when she has, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc.
You know, part of that was OBU had good defense in the paint, but they just kicked it out to Franks, and Petrarita was late getting out there.
Stapleton off the dribble, fires and got it right elbow. Jalen Stapleton with 4 straight. The teams exchange baskets. It's 49-45. Franks another 3, misses that one left wing. Gore with the rebound, and Macy resets out front to her sister Carly. Carly bounces it to Ramey, out high to Franks, hands it back to Lauren. A long 3 is an air ball.
Yeah, Bethany Franks got that wide open look again on the left wing because Petrarita didn't find her in time in transition. Petrarita's going to have to go find her earlier getting back on defense.
OBU somehow staying afloat in the third period, partner, down just 4 after trailing by 2 at halftime. The Bison are 2 of 11 here in the first 4.5 minutes of the second half from the floor. Southwestern is 2 of 6 from 3 and 3 of 8 here in the third period.
Well, 5 of those misses were putbacks by Khalifa Ford.
Savannah's out there for the first time. Gets it to Engler, to Petrarita, was blocked, comes down and lays it in. Andrea Petrarita with her first basket. It's a 2-point game.
Good job by Petrarita to stay with that ball because Tramble knocked it loose.
Tramble, a behind-the-back dribble, angles, now spins through a double team, scoops it up and in. Hey, Benny, there's nothing you can do. That's just creating something where there was very little there.
Yeah, that is creating something, but Petrarita and the other defender, they just squeeze the hole together. There's no way Tramble gets between.
They beat the pressure, almost called for 10 seconds. Price to Petrarita, goes up. Franks knocked it out of her hands. Now Petrarita goes to the floor, digs it out away from Franks, but threw it to Tramble. 4.5 to play here in the third period. It's 51-47 SWOSU, and Tramble says, get out of the way, I'm going to take this thing over, is Hack going to the goal.
Yeah, Chris Price looked like she almost got that ball cleanly, just poked her hand in there, whistled for the foul, 2 shots for Tramble.
CP with her second foul, second team foul, third period, Oklahoma Baptist. Timeout, 4:32 to play, third period. Southwestern leads it by 4, 51-47 on the Bison Radio Network.
Spending life wisely means taking small steps towards a life of love and impact. And we're here to inspire and empower you along the way. Spend life wisely. First United Bank.
Noble McIntyre of McIntyre Law. We have over 100 years of experience fighting for Oklahomans injured in automobile or semi-trucking accidents. Distracted driving is an epidemic. According to government studies, there are 1.6 million accidents caused each year by distracted drivers using cell phones. 1 in 4 of all crashes now involve texting and driving. If you have been injured and want to learn more about your rights, call us right now. The consultation is free.
We love what we do, and we're good at it. We are trial lawyers. Call McIntyre Law today.
Lead after we step aside for stations to identify themselves. This is Bison Basketball on the OBU Radio Network. Kyra Tramble this afternoon is 2 for 2 for the line. Tramble comes in shooting just under 80% as a sophomore from the stripe. The first one is up and nothing but net. Oklahoma State now on a 7-0 run. The Pokes have cut it to 3, 41-38 with 15.5 to play second half in Norman. Second free throw curls across the front of the rim and finds the bottom of the basket. It's now 53-47, 4 straight by SWOSU, all from Tramble. Wing right is Engler, now to Price, funnels a pass to Beebe. Back to Price, takes a dribble, lays it up, and she's fouled.
Good job by Carissa Price, seeing Lauren Ramey coming in for the blocked shot. She pump fakes and then gets Ramey in the air, dribbles up the middle of the lane, draws the foul.
Ramey with her second. Engler is out of the ball game. And Kaylee Hurst is going to come in for Oklahoma Baptist. So Carissa Price, who has just 3 points in her final home game, knocks down the first free throw. CP, 73% for the line. OBU entered Thursday night shooting 76% as a team for the stripe. Second one is up, and that one is good. So Price hits both, and the Bison continue to be red hot at the foul line. They've made 16 of 17 shots. Tabor Beer out there, handles it middle of the floor. Right side to Macy Gore. Crosses over Franks. Dumps it down low to a wide open Ramey who lays it in. Bethany was going to shoot, and at the last instant saw her teammate wide open.
Well, it's kind of interesting what Bo's running. It looks like a matchup 2-3 zone because Krista Price came from the bottom to pick up Franks up top.
Savannah had a pass deflected into her arms. Goes left wing. Hurst back to Savannah. Kaylee crosses over, drives left baseline. Pivots, goes up, missed it. Rebound to Makaira Tramble. That's her 6th rebound, her first here of the second half. Tramble through the top of the key, left to right, slip, and now she's going to be tied up by Stapleton. Southwestern will keep it with 23 of the shot clock.
Yeah, it looks like OBU's in a man-to-man on this sequence, but I swear they lined up in a 2-3 formation, and when Price left the bottom, that left Ramey wide open.
They'll bring the mop out. They'll do a little housekeeping down there on the left or right low post. 3:39 to play third period in Shawnee. Southwestern leading 55-49. We have the women's and men's Western Division champions on the same floor today. Men from OBU have already wrapped it up. They will go against SWASU, trying to make it 4-for-4 against the Bulldogs in game 2. Tabor Beer out front, left circle. Tramble, elbow left, Gore. Bounces it, Beer open for 3, got it, right circle. And she's been big off the bench today with 12.
Yeah, Stapleton goes in for help side defense, a little bit late recovering, but Beer is like 5 feet behind the line.
Savannah behind the line, triggers a 3 and got it left quarter. Malou Savannah gets it right back, and it's now 58-52. Macy Gore into the paint, bounces for Franks to the baseline to Tabor Beer out front. Beer tries to probe, cut off by Stapleton, kicks it to Franks for 3, switch, she got it left wing. Well, every time they've needed a bucket, they've got one from 3.
Jenny Beebe's guarding Bethany Franks now with Petra Wright on the bench, and it's man-to-man. She's got to get out there, realize that Franks can hit that shot.
Southwestern 4 for 8 from 3 here in this third period. They've needed it to keep OBU at bay. 61-52 Lady Bulldogs. 2.5 to play third period. Jalen Stapleton with the basketball. Dribbles, needs a screen, gets it, and now Price pops out. They reverse to Hurst, who off balance threw it right to Bethany Franks. Missed opportunity there. Beer pulls up at half court, cross courts at right quarter Gore. Macy's 3 no good. Rebound Tramble. Puts it on the floor and a foul.
Yeah. That wasn't Carissa Price's man, but it was the only person in her area was Makaira Tramble on the backside rebound.
Third foul against CP. Third against Oklahoma Baptist, and a timeout called by Bo Overton. 2:13 to play here in the third period. OBU leading trailing 61-52. And they are just 4 of 14 to the Bison here in the second half from the floor. You know, you think about this, Scott, it's a 3-possession game against a Southwestern team that's made 10 threes today. They're nationally ranked, and OBU has had scoring droughts that have covered more than 7 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, good thing for Jalen Stapleton's 18 points. She's, like you said earlier in the broadcast, she's a good matchup because she takes it to this man-to-man pickup defense, and she's got the speed to get by the guards. What Jalen Stapleton is doing exactly that, and if they just go all the way to protect the rim, she'll just pull up in the lane with that little jump shot.
Bison basketball brought to you by the First National Bank and Trust Company. Our team is committed to serving yours. Visit Shawnee branches to find out more about our products and services, and check us out online at fnbokla.bank. That's the First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life, member FDIC. SSM Health, St. Anthony Hospital, Shawnee compassionately serves the healthcare needs of Shawnee and its surrounding communities. We're known for providing exceptional care and offering the latest advances in medical services. Be it in Bethany or in Durant, we will be on the air with the Bison women's basketball team on Monday night as they open up postseason play.
Southwestern going to inbound underneath their own goal. OBU matching up.
Beer will trigger it inbounds to Makaira Tramble. Tramble backs it out right front court. Incidentally, that SNU Southeastern game, a 1-point lead for the Crimson Storm as they start the fourth 42-41. Tramble hit another 3 left wing. This is incredible.
Yeah, and Carissa Price was pretty close to her body on that one. Tramble was way downtown on that one, about 6 feet behind the line.
Lead back to double digits now, 64-52, and Trammell has just taken this game over. Right side with it is Stapleton. McIra has 7 points during this current run for Southwestern. They're on a 8-2 run. The pass to Beebe, whips it left corner. Savannah for 3 again, missed that one. Franks with a rebound, almost lost it out of bounds.
But that 3 hit inside the rim. It's good to see the confidence of Malou Savannah after hitting 4 of 7 3-pointers at East Central.
Gore to Franks, open for 3, misses short, front rim. And Ramey battling with Malou Savannah wins it as the ball goes out of bounds.
You know, Savannah had a good block out. She just got beat when that ball hit the floor of the race to the ball.
So Trammell gets the inbounds pass right of the paint. Angles to the top of the key. Beer to McIra. A minute to play here in the third period. Ramey on a cross-court pass, triggers a 3, missed it right corner. Rebound to Price, and then she's out of bounds.
Well, had inside position. I think she was thinking that her momentum was going to carry her to the baseline, so she hesitated, and that's exactly what happened. Carried her out of bounds.
OBU has gone scoreless for 2:09, but the Bison have out-rebounded Southwestern today, 27-26. Tabor Beard looks down low, lobs it to Lauren Ramey, left front court. On the wing to Tabor Beer with 52 seconds to play here in the third. Southwestern leading 64-52. Beer swings it left. Macy Gore against the zone defense. Back to Tabor. Right side Trammell with the left hand. Gets into the paint. Jump passes for Macy Gore. 3, good. And hit the back of the rim, the top of the backboard, and went in.
You know, I was watching them right behind that angle, and that was dead on. Hit inside the rim. And somehow it did hit the top of the backboard, but just a nice shot, really.
Then OBU gives it right back. They tried a half-court pass for Malou Savannah, who could not run it down. Well, when you're hot, and they are blistering hot from 3 when you start making shots like that. 6 of 13 of the third period, 12 of 31 of the Lady Bulldogs today. Macy Gore drives, cut off by Malou Savannah. Gore in the quarter, gets it to Bethany Franks to travel out high against Kaylee Hurst. Slides left. Cut off on the block. Reverses on the left wing. Beer attacking to the goal. Goes up. Stapleton knocked it off of Tabor out of bounds.
That's a blocked shot. That's a good job by Stapleton. Beer is an outstanding ball handler, but not quite as fast as Stapleton. Stapleton knows that, stayed with Beer the whole time and got a hand on that ball.
5 seconds to play in the third. Jalen pulls up at the foul line. Airball the jump shot. Beebe with a rebound. Saves it inbounds, but it'll go out, and that will do it in the third period. At the end of 3, Southwestern now with their biggest lead of the ball game. They lead by 15, 67-52. The fourth period is next. Brought to you by Sin Relief from the Bison.
Yes. Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich. It's just so, it's almost too hard to put into words. Good thing there's the honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger.
Who do we look to shape our world? It'll be people who know how to think with their heads and their hearts. People who understand that faith is not the enemy of education, but its partner. More than book smart, more than business smart. They are wise in their whole being.
We are future shapers.
Learn to live well and lead well in God's world. Be a future shaper at OBU.
Can't wait. Southwestern shoots 50% for the floor in the third period, 9 of 18. They're now shooting 43% for the afternoon. The Bison outshot them in the first half, but OBU was just 4 of 16 over the last 10 minutes. Now down to 39% for the ball game. It'll be Bison basketball, and if you're going to have any hope of coming back, it's got to start right here.
River Romine's on the court now for Stapleton. Looks like Stapleton's getting some attention over on the sideline. I don't know if she's got some blood on her face or what.
Tell you what, Jalen, when you play against a team and handle the point guard position like Southwestern, they physically just wear you down. River Romine gets the inbounds pass. Now Engler goes to work right side to Ford. Attacking left against Gore. Throws it high off the window and missed it. And a blocking foul against Macy Gore. That's her third. OBU will take that matchup all afternoon long.
Yeah, but that could have been one of your bailouts there, Todd, because Khalifa was trying to draw the foul, and it looked like Gore was given ground and just fell. Ford just fell down.
OBU basketball brought to you by P&K Equipment. Stop by any of their 18 locations in Oklahoma and Arkansas today and see why around here John Deere starts with P&K. Ford had been perfect, 4 of 4 for the line before she spins that one out. Bison basketball brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Unions. Click checking. It's easy, online, and makes your money work for you. Simply use TFCU's online services to earn a higher rate on your checking account balance. Ford hits the second, so they get 1 of 2. Southwestern's lead is 14 with a half-minute gone here in the fourth period. Beer into the paint, left side to Franks. Franks defended by Petrarita. Pivots, bounces it for Gore, fumbles it. Now Macy backs it out left wing side with 13 to shoot. Franks goes to the top of the circle, slides left, pivots right, throws it up and in off the window.
Yeah, that's a mismatch off the dribble. Bethany Franks against Petrarita.
Bethany Franks, 5 of 11 shooting today, now has her 15th point. OBU down 16. It's their biggest deficit of the night with just over 9 minutes to play in the ball game. River Romine, Ford inside the arc, hesitates, goes on the dribble into the paint, missed it, went over the back, a late foul, and it's the correct call, but man, that thing was 2 seconds late as Khalifa picks up her second.
Yeah, it was, but I love Khalifa just fighting and bulling the way through there. But see, that's why Bo Overton has to play so much 2-3s, the mismatches off the dribble, exactly what happened to Petrarita with Franks there.
Khalifa Ford on a pitch count, as he likes to say. Beard got by with a carry as she brings it to the front court. Hands it to Franks, who veers right, hands it to Tramble. 15 to shoot. Makaira attacks against Engler and a foul.
I think why the officials didn't call a carry on Tabor Beer is because she smartly got her hand on top of the ball, which makes it a high dribble. It looks like a carry, but it's not. A carry's got to be on the side of the ball, and when she lost control, she put her hand on top.
Engler with her second foul, second already in the period against the Bison with 8:48 to play. OBU trailing by 16, 69-53. Franks handles the inbounds pass, pivots, now to Gore out front. Cross courts it left side, Makaira Tramble. She cross-courts it for Beer. Good hustle by Ford. Anticipated the pass, but unable to save it back in.
I love it. I was watching Ford's eyes right on the angle where me and you, Todd, are up in our perch. She was looking at the passer the whole time, anticipated that, just couldn't quite keep it in bounds.
You forgot to say our socially distanced perch. Down the paint goes Macy Gore around Ford and scoops it up and in. That's a good shot by Macy, and it's now 71-53 SWOSU.
Yeah, Gore beat Ford off the dribble. Maybe Ford got tired from all that running.
Romine to Ford. Good look at a three, and Khalifa knocks it down. Her first 3 of the afternoon. OBU now has made 6 from beyond the arc. They trail 71-56. Beer tries to get it back and does.
Yeah, Beer is such an outstanding set shooter, and she sets up 5 feet behind the three-point line, and she's deadly out there.
Romine being ridden into the front court, angles left, now veers back right. Tabor Beer defends her. Wing right with the basketball is Carissa Price. Now to Ford, puts it on the floor, and it's stolen by Tabor Beer. Beer having a great all-round game today for Southwestern. Spins left wing and comes to a jump stop out high. Back to Franks, to Tabor, working against J.C. Engler. Left wing, Franks will put up another 3. That one misses off the front rim, and J.C. down for the rebound. Less than 7.5 minutes to play. 74-56 SWOSU. Price down low to Petrarita. She fumbles it. It's picked up by Ford right in front of the rim and throws it in.
Good job by Engler seeing Price up the right sideline with the long baseball pass. Price smartly with a quick pass to an uncovered Petrarita for the layup, but she fumbled. Ford picks it up.
Khalifa Ford with 20, her 6th 20-point game of her career at OBU. Driving baseline left, Macy Gore kicks it to Ramey. Swish, got another 3.
Well, I tell you, Southwestern, they are talented from the three-point line.
J.C. Engler pump fakes, drives, cross courts at Price, left wing. 2 dribbles, hands it to Romine for 3. Got it, top of the circle. Old West shootout now. Bang, bang, bang. 3-pointers everywhere. And it's now 77-61.
And River Romine had a big three-pointer and in the win at Southeast Central.
Beer gets around Romine, comes to a jump stop, cross courts it. Ramey another 3 left quarter.
Yeah, there's just no way you can leave Ramey out there, or Tabor Beer, or Bethany Franks, or Makaira Tramble.
Give them their due. They're making shots, but OBU's perimeter defense has not left much to be desired today. Engler had a pass knocked away, runs it down right quarter. Romine, a good over-the-head cross-court pass to a wide-open Petra Ryder, who lays it in.
That was a great pass by River Romine because Price was open on the opposite side for a three-pointer. She looked kind of at Price and then threw it to Petra Ryder uncovered inside the left block.
80-63, SWOSU under 6 minutes to play from the Noble Complex. Tramble now will put up a three. She airballed that one out of bounds, and it was last touched by Lauren Ramey. Here comes Carly Gore back into the ball game. Hurst will check in along with Stapleton for OBU.
You know, I was talking about how astute Southwestern is from the three-point line, but Makaira Tramble, she gets hot, and there's sometimes that Makaira misses everything, as you say.
Southern will replace Khalifa Ford in the lineup. Ford with 20 points, 6 rebounds, working on a second consecutive double-double. In the 20 points, marked the 6th time in her brief year-and-a-half career here at OBU. She's had 20 or more in a ball game. Southern between the circles. Stapleton down low to Petra Ryder. She was open, put the ball on the floor, and they knock it off of her leg.
Perfect pass by Stapleton, quick, and nice cut by Petra Ryder on the left block. But Petra Ryder did not need to put that ball on the floor. She could have just went up for an easy layup.
Andrea averaging double figures this year in the previous 3 meetings with SWOSU, but having a tough day today. Andrea Petra Ryder just 2 of 3 shooting, 5 points, 4 rebounds. Backing down Gore against Southern. Goes up, shot hangs to the rim and rolls down. And they are getting every bounce, every roll off the rims. Stapleton left side the prize. I guess that's what happens when you're a good shooting team. Hurst to CP, thought about a 3-pump fakes, drives it against Tramble and throws it in off the window.
Nice move
by Price.
Yes. Price, she backs up by the right wing, puts the ball on the floor kind of sideways in between the defense off the board.
82-65 with 5:04 to play here in the ball game. Makaira Tramble, guarded by Hurst, takes her off the dribble, and we're going to get a Tramble called against Makaira. And that's because of the double team that helped knock the ball, or at least deflect the ball out of the dribble.
Exactly right, Todd. It's good pickup by the OBU defense there on the dribble.
Time out on the floor, 4:57 to play, second half. Southwestern 82, Oklahoma Baptist 65. This is Bison Basketball on the OBU Radio Network.
Possible to cook up the barbecue bacon burger at home? Well, that depends. Does your home have fresh chopped onions, pickles, smoked cheddar, Monterey Jack, bacon, tangy barbecue sauce, and orange and white stripes with the word Whataburger emblazoned on the front of it? If so, then absolutely. Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
We can't walk in your shoes or work right beside you, but we can be here for you in money, in life. We get it. We're on this path together, you and TFCU, Tinker Federal Credit Union.
Bison Basketball this afternoon brought to you by the First National Bank and Trust Company, P&K Equipment, SSM Health, St. Anthony Hospital, Shawnee, shopobubison.com, and Tinker Federal Credit Union. Southwestern ranked to the top 20 nationally, leads by 82-65 count. Stapleton into the front court to Hurst left wing, out front to Southern, swings it right. Jalen down low to Beebe, who posts, good defense. Now they cross court it, Price for 3, it rolls off. Beebe fights for the rebound, but Makaira Tramble has it. That's going to be her 9th rebound. She averages a double-double on the season. Tramble back at her hometown of Shawnee. Dribbles left to right through the top of the key. Now to Gore, and Carly got another one. You know what? That's the difference. Southwestern has open looks. They're making him. OBU is not, including down low. That's what good teams do.
Oh, there's a mismatch there, too. Tramble against Stapleton, and Tramble's trying to take Stapleton to the goal.
Hurst to Price, off the dribble. Shot rattles out left wing. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Tramble, so you will get it with 4:07 to play. Down by 20, 85-65.
Tramble over 6 foot. Stapleton 5'5", was dribbling against Stapleton. They switched, and then Gore was wide open for the 3.
Left elbow, Carissa Price dumps it down low. Beebe had it ripped out of her hands by Makaira Tramble. That's a turnover. SWOSU has the arrow.
You know, that's one thing that you got to do against Southwestern. You cannot, when you catch the ball, you've got to be aware somebody's coming after it.
85-65, under 4 minutes to play. Macy to Carly Gore, top of the circle. She probes her way in, backs it out. Let's fly a three, no good off the back rim. Engler has it for OBU, and that's a good, strong rebound by, that's Beebe, not Engler.
Yeah,
up ahead to Southern, right side Price. Stapleton for three, no. Southern with a rebound. Back to Jalen again, and she got it the second time.
Jenny Beebe is a strong player. She's hard to move in there, and she likes to rebound and mix it up with the big post inside.
You want to try that again? I cut you off 3 different times.
Yeah, well, you bumped me, so I thought I was supposed to talk, but then there's so much action, and it rarely happens, so that's cool.
3:31 to play in the ball game. Southwestern leads it by 17, 85-68. Just got a message from Southwestern great Haley Tucker. She is listening to our broadcast on the YouTube page today. Hope you're enjoying it. I know you're proud of your Lady Bulldogs. She said, I miss playing against you guys. Well, we've got enough problems right now. We don't miss playing against her. We do miss seeing her, but not playing against her.
Yeah, it's good that Haley Tucker isn't out there either, because this game would be a little bit out of control, I think.
85-68, Southwestern, 3.5 to play. SWOSU is the highest scoring offensive team in the conference. OBU is the lowest scoring team in the league. And the Bison are going to go over 70 points here this afternoon. OBU 6 of 10 here in the first 6.5 minutes of the last 10-minute quarter. Makaira Tramble gets it to Macy Gore. Gore in the backcourt. Changes hands, is guarded now by Avery Zinn, the freshman from Anadarko. Tramble hands it off to Gore. Angles left, slides right. Kicks it to Macy Gore in the right corner. 2 dribbles, she'll cross court it. Open left three by Maddie North, no good. Down for the rebound, though, is Macy Gore. To Makaira Tramble, deep three, no. Beebe with the rebound. And we get a timeout to reinsert a player. It's going to be Kayla Highfield that will come in. Very talented, promising youngster from Alva. You haven't heard her story. She graduated from Alva after transferring from Burlington, where she'd played in some state tournaments. Burlington did not have enough girls to field a team this year, so she went to Alva, was never granted eligibility for anything other than junior varsity. So she went ahead, tested out, graduated in December, and is 17 years old, playing here at the collegiate level in 2021. Good bounce pass, Southern to Highfield, who goes up with a shot blocked out of bounds by Maddie North.
Yeah, Highfield officially has 2 blocked shots in the first half, but I thought she might have had 3 or 4, just getting her hand in the cookie jar, knocking the balls away.
85-68. Highfield accepts the inbounds pass left side. Now to Avery Zinn. Southern hands it off wing right. Maddie Chambers is out there, 5 to shoot. Highfield dances, attacks against Gore, throws up a runner, try to bank it in. It's spun off. There's your double-double for Makaira Tramble. She has it 1-on-2, 1-on-3. Now very wisely pulls it out, accelerates left. Floats a pass across the floor for Macy Gore. Gore returns it left wing for North to Tramble for 3. No. Rebound tipped by Chambers, and she does so to Southern, to Zinn. Zinn across midcourt. Right side, Beebe takes a dribble, goes right around Carly Gore and lays it in.
Oh, Beebe. Looked like she was going straight up to the rim, but she put it down low and then hooked around the defender with the left hand.
85-70 Southwestern, 2:07 to play here in the ball game. Avery's in, pestering Macy Gore, knocked it away. Gore gets it back, drives in, and her timing was thrown off as Beebe made contact with the basketball. She misses the layup. Bison have the rebound. Zit up ahead left side for Beebe, 2-on-2, and an offensive foul as she ran over Maddie North before the pass.
That's all right. I like Jenny Beebe being strong in there. She good defense by Southwestern to take the charge, but you got to love that, just plowing in there a little bit.
Maddie Spurl will come to the ball game. Exiting is Macy Gore. Macy Gore. Also going to the bench is going to be Lauren Ramey. Ramey had a hot hand here in the second half. She was 3 of 5 from 3 all after halftime. Wing right is Reagan Crawford, who just came in. Now to Tramble, left quarter for Maddie North. North takes Beebe off the dribble, sets Crawford up for 3 right circle, no good. Beebe yanks down the rebound. She had good inside position against Maddie North. With 1:25 to play, OBU has it down 15, and then Tramble with an interception or a near interception as she came down with her toe on the sideline at the other end.
Yeah, Southwestern still picking up full court, up 85-70 with just a minute left.
Avery Walker Henry will come into the basketball game. Ashlyn Basler is out there, so all in uniform have seen time here today for Southwestern. 1:19 to play. Avery's in, slides right, pivots, goes out front to Southern. Takes a dribble, dumps it down low to Beebe, who's wide open, and then a good recovery by Crawford, who nearly blocked the shot. She committed a body foul, and Reagan has her first.
Nice two-man game between Melissa Southern and Jenny Beebe. As soon as Melissa Southern dribbled up the left side of the lane, Beebe crashes to the basket. Southern looks like she's going to shoot just the dump-off pass.
Foul shot by Beebe is up, and it is short. Oklahoma State has come back. They now lead by 6 in Norman with 6:41 to play. Cowboys 62, the Sooners 56. Beebe's second free throw is good. 1:13 to play, 85-71, SWOSU. They're going to continue their dominance of this OBU women's program. Crawford pressured by Zinn, spins to the foul line, slides right. Gets it in the corner now with a minute to play. They bounce it down low, and Basler had it knocked out of her hands, but it's off of her out of bounds. Great American Conference men's champions in the Western Division. OBU coming up against Southwestern. And Terry Evans, about 30 minutes after this one, will have Senior Day festivities here as well. Highfield had a pass knocked away from her by Walker Henry, and it is off of Avery out of bounds. 47 seconds to play, 85-71 Southwestern. Highfield triggers it in to Zinn. Zinn veers left, gets it to Chambers. Pass was deflected. Maddie drives left. Now to Zinn, her pass telegraphed. Walker Henry bats it back. Zinn gets it, drives right. Kicks it to the corner to Highfield. 4 to shoot. Kayla's covered up and then throws it away.
I thought Avery Zinn could have caught that. I know she's not very tall, but that was a pretty good pass by Highfield there on the right block.
27 seconds to play. The shot clock is off, so Southwestern will not have to shoot again. And more than likely will settle for a 14-point victory to finish their regular season at 16-2. So they will be off on Monday night. SWOSU will host the league quarterfinals against an opponent from Arkansas on Wednesday night at the Pioneer Cellular Events Center in Weatherford. Final score, SWOSU 85, Oklahoma Baptist 71. The postgame show is next to the Bison Radio Network.
The OBU Athletic Department would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of Bison basketball. Bank First, Billy Boy Barbecue, Boomerang Diners, Chick-fil-A Shawnee, the Citizen Potawatomi Nation, the Dennis Morris State Farm Insurance Agency, Eric's Pharmacy, First National Bank and Trust, First United Bank, Hampton Inn Shawnee, Hudeberg Auto Group, Emmanuel Baptist Church, Lowe's, McIntyre Law, Send Relief, the OBU Graduate College, P&K Equipment, Pinecliff Printers, Qdoba, Rob's Smokehouse, Shawnee Mills, Shawnee Pit Stop, Sherwin-Williams, South Central Industries, SSM Health, St. Anthony Hospital Shawnee, TAC Designs, Tinker Federal Credit Union, The Lunchbox, the UPS Store, Village Tours and Travel, Vision Bank, Walls, and Whataburger.
exactly what you mentioned that OBU had to do against that pressuring Southwestern defense, take it to them. But you got to give it up to Southwestern, 16-2. I mean, Southwestern just outplayed OBU.
They're the class of the conference for a reason. They showed it today, winning 85-71. The second half has been brought to you with the Bison Radio Network by Sin Relief, helping you make a difference in your community and the world around. Because when help and hope combine, lives are changed. 85-71 is the final score. Southwestern over the final 2 periods shoots 16 for 33, and they were 10 of 24 in the second half from three-point range. OBU was a dreadful 25% of the third period, but heated up, hitting 7 of their final 13 to finish 43% for the afternoon. The Bison were 4 of 8 for 50% over the final 2 periods from three-point range. 85-71 is the final score. OBU will finish the regular season with a record of 3-15 in conference, 4-16 overall. SWOSU again already has locked up the Western Division Championship. The Lady Bulldogs are now 16-2. Final score of the women's game. Game 1 of this Great American Conference Twin Bill. SWOSU 85, Oklahoma Baptist 71. The final numbers are in. We'll check those next on the postgame show here on the Bison Radio. Overton, or maybe we won't, as I think they're finally going to get Senior Day festivities underway down below. Southwestern wins it today to close the regular season 16-2. 85-71 is the final score. SWOSU shoots 44% this afternoon, 29 of 66 from the floor, 16 of 42 from three-point range, and again in the second half they were 10 of 24 from beyond the arc. OBU finishes 43%. It was their second best field goal shooting day of the season against the Lady Bulldogs, 23 of 54. OBU was 8 of 20 from three-point range. Both teams got to the foul line and had a lot of success. OBU was 17 of 20 for 85% today. From the stripe, Southwestern was there 12 times, converted 11 for 92%. Rebounds, we told you it was going to be key, and it was, although it wasn't enough to keep the game from at one point getting up to 20 points, the deficit. OBU out-rebounds Southwestern 39-30. I think that's an area, Scott, that Southwestern's going to have to clean up when they go deeper into the playoffs, as their rebounding problems. They're being out-rebounded by almost 6.5 boards per ball game. That will get you beat in a hurry in the postseason.
Yeah, but you know, Todd, some of that is skewed a little bit. Khalifa Ford getting all these offensive rebounds and all those missed little bunnies.
It may be skewed today, but it's not skewed for the season.
No, and I don't disagree with it. And part of that is Southwestern sometimes when they make 16 three-pointers, that's 48 points from the three-point line. They're not going to have quite as many rebounds, and that's really the difference in the game. You talked about earlier that OBU didn't play that bad and they lost by 14. Well, it's a 24-point difference from the three-point line. 16 of 42 from downtown for the Bulldogs, 8 of 20 for Oklahoma Baptist, and there's your difference.
Without a doubt, the three-point ball has been and continues to be a problem for Oklahoma Baptist head-to-head against Southwestern. And Bo had said this in the pregame show. He said, look, we've got to defend better on the perimeter. They didn't defend better today on the perimeter. Southwestern knocked down a bunch of open shots.
There's no doubt about it. In Southwestern, like you said, there's a couple mismatches there where OB might be a little bit slower on the foot, like a Tramble and a Bethany Franks being big inside and then coming outside. Pecherida, not so fleet-footed, is hard hard for her to get out to the three-point line.
I thought the Lady Bulldogs did a great job today sharing the basketball. That's pretty evident by 20 assists on 29 made field goals. OBU made 23 shots, assisted on 15. Steals 9 for SWOSU, 4 for Oklahoma Baptist. OBU had 4 blocks. Southwestern had 1 this afternoon. Turnovers just 8 for Southwestern and 17 for OBU. And points off turnovers, a 10-point advantage for SWOSU at 21-11. Points in the paint were dead even at 22. Second chance points, SWOSU 10-5. Fast break points, Lady Bulldogs 9, OBU 8. And the Bison outscored 24-16 in points off of the Southwestern bench. That's a team look at this one. Final score, Southwestern wins it. They're now 16-2. Oklahoma Baptist closes the regular season and will go on the road Monday night for the conference first round tournament action with a record of 4-16. 85-71 is the final. More postgame coming up in a moment on the Bison Radio Network.
Sports Management. Stevens Park Community College 2019 Female Athlete of the Year, as well as first team all region and all academic at the Jugo level. Best memory is growing as a person and player, making friendships that will last forever. Her future plans are to work as a social media or advertising manager for a business. Let's hear it for Jalen Stapleton.
Individually today, Jalen Stapleton went out in a big way in her final home game, 21 points. It was her 26th game of 10 points or more. She had 1 rebound, 1 assist, and she also had a block shot. Stapleton played 27 minutes. Khalifa Ford had her 6th game of 20 or more, finishing with 20.6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. Khalifa had her, as Bo likes to say, her pitches counted today, played only 18 minutes and 22 seconds. Those were the only 2 in double figures. 5 points, Andrea Petrarida, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. And then going down the scoring, Engler had 2 rebounds, 3 assists in her final game. Carissa Price, her final home game, had 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. 2 points today for Melissa Southern, 3 rebounds for Mo, who had an assist. No points, 4 rebounds for Kayla Highfield, 1 assist. She had a turnover, and Highfield had 2 blocked shots on the afternoon. Jenny Beebe with 5 points, 5 rebounds. She was 2 of 3 shooting. Kaylee Hurst had 3 points on 1 of 3 field goal shooting. She made her only 3-point basket of the ball game. River Romine, 3 points, 2 assists. 3 points for Malou Savannah on 1 of 2 shooting, and playing but not scoring Chambers and Avery Zent. Final score, Southwestern wins it 85-71. As the team and now the seniors are posing for pictures down below here on the court at the Noble Complex, where the regular season has come to an end today for Oklahoma Baptist. And you know, Scott, a thought on those 3 seniors, and we talked with Bo about this at the pregame show. We're talking about Engler, we're talking about Price and Stapleton. You know, the last couple of years have not been easy, and yet these 3 have gone to work every day, lunch pail in hand, hard hat on, and just tried to be the best players they can be and give this team the best chance they can win, to have success. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to remember these 3 in a very, very positive way.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, you know, Carissa Price could do so many different things, gets her hands on a lot of balls. Remember last year, Carissa Price, sometimes she'd take 5 offensive charges in a row. You know, just little things like that you're going to remember. Jason Stapleton, the speed, when she gets it going.
How about Jalen? Said
yeah,
Jason.
Yeah. I guess we're getting messages from a guy named Jason. Jalen Stapleton has the inside-outside game, goes hard to the rim, can pull up from downtown, does a great job. And so, and then J.C. Engler, she has some great back cuts. There's times early in the season J.C. Engler could spread the floor by making a three, opening it up for Carissa. So you're going to miss everybody.
Jalen Stapleton, a game-high 21 for OBU. 20 points for Khalifa Ford, the double-figure scores. Southwestern had 4 in twin figures, led by the 17 of Makaira Treble, who finished with 10 rebounds for another double-double. 15 points from Tabor Beer off of the bench. She was 5 of 9 shooting, 3 of 4 from 3. 15 points, 4 rebounds for Bethany Franks, who was 5 of 12 shooting, including 3 of 8 from three-point range. And 13 points from Lauren Ramey, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, and all those came in the second half. Rounded out the scoring, 9 points from Carly Gore, 7 from Macy Gore, 6 from Maddie Spurl, 3 from Maddie North, and that's the total of 85 for Southwestern. Now, we will tell you, as the men are being honored as well before tip-off here this afternoon, that the seniors are eligible to come back next year. I don't know if Bo's had that discussion with any of them. I know Jason said, we're going to enjoy this ride. We'll talk more about it in April. But they all will go through senior day activities here in Shawnee.
And, Bo mentioned the same thing. We're going to make the final decisions on who's coming back in April. Because of the COVID situation, all 3 of these seniors may be coming back next year.
Colton Hodges, the first of the men's basketball seniors to be introduced. Colton is the manager. And I'll tell you what, when I say this, I have never seen a guy as a manager that has more love and is a bigger supporter of his teammates than Colton Hodges is.
He thinks that he's just right in there on the court, and he is on the court on the sideline. But Jason Aker loves him. The team loves him. He loves this basketball team. He's sweating. He's not playing out there, but on the sideline sometimes I see Colton Hodges sweating because he's just so nervous and intense about the Bison trying to get a victory.
Jason Aker posted out with the first of the 3 seniors, Jaquan Sims. What an addition he has been. Sims came in 2 years ago from Limestone College, and Jaquan is over 1,300 points in his career. And the next 2, I'm going to tell you, this gives me cold chills because I've been doing this 6 years now, and these guys came in right after I had started. I have quite a bond with Harrison and Brantley. We've been through the wars together. We've seen the good, we've seen the bad of OBU basketball, and now Harrison and Brantley about to be honored here at the Noble Complex.
Yeah, how about that? Harrison Stoddard, what a great player. 6'7", can shoot from downtown. He's an elite shot blocker, rebounder, scorer, just a great teammate. His parents seem to be at every single game, and I can remember him when I was at the Edmond Sun. He'd have triple doubles, block shots, rebounds, and points.
All right, I've just got confirmation. OBU will play at Southern Nazarene in women's basketball on Monday night. So it'll be OBU at Southern Nazarene and Bethany Monday night in the first round for the women of the Great American Conference Tournament. Here comes Brantley Thompson out there, and where would OBU be this year? Where would they be over the last 4 years without Brantley? Thompson, his scoring at times has taken a back seat to other things he's been asked to do. Not so much this year, as he has really, really become one of the better scorers, clutch scorers too in the conference.
Boy, clutch is huge. Clutch with a capital C. Brantley Thompson can do it inside, outside. He has long range from three-point land. He's so strong with the basketball. He can play defense, rebounds. He's got a high basketball IQ. He's always at the right spot where he needs to be.
And I'll tell you this, you look at the east end to the women, you look at the west end of the Noble Complex to the men. That's why we love what we do. That's why we're passionate about Oklahoma Baptist basketball, because you have a chance to be around kids like that on a nightly basis.
Oh, no doubt about it. Just a shame that this place isn't packed out for senior night. But there are fans here tonight, and then the team rallying around the girls, like you said, on the east end, and the team just on the baseline getting ready for Southwestern here on the west end.
85-71 the final score, so it's kind of an elongated postgame / pregame show as we await the men to come out on the floor and begin their warm-ups before Southwestern and Oklahoma Baptist play for the 4th and final time in men's basketball. And again, as we said at Ada on Thursday night, don't say that there's nothing to play for. Jason Aker still believes they have not locked up a South Central regional bid. I think they have. He says one more win, they believe they're in good position. So there's a lot to be achieved today, and you want to go into the postseason, both teams do, with a good feel about themselves.
Now, it's hard to win any game in the Great American Conference, but I think that we're catching Southwestern on the downhill slide. They don't have quite as much to play for other than seeding, and they've lost a lot of games. And coming in here to OBU, it's just going to be a tough game for the Bulldogs.
All right, that's our women's post-game show. Final score, Southwestern wins at 85-71. We'll turn the page, preview the men's game coming up next. Final score, Southwestern 85, Oklahoma Baptist 71 on the Bison Radio Network.